now we get cooking. Marinda, so good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
Well, the last time I saw you on TV, Marinda, you were dancing up a storm. You were just unstoppable.
You can't stop an old woman when she's on her way. You are the uncle and I'm the oma.
There we go. There we go, Meiskat. Congratulations,
Thank
Marinda.
you.
Marinda Cook met Blekkies and Bakkies. Tell me all about this book and what the inspiration behind it is.
I think load shedding, because a lot of people are working and they don't know what to do and how to do it very quickly.
Yeah.
And I have grandchildren and I want them to eat food that's tasty, full of nutrition, and it looks nice.
Well, you're one of very few people that I've met who has found inspiration from load shedding, but it's actually very helpful, right? Because the thing is, it can be unpredictable sometimes.
Yes.
Or just catch you off guard, or just not work with your schedule. So, today we're making one of those creations out of this Marinda cookbook.
Yes.
What are we making?
I'm going to start with a Mielie tart. It can either be a main dish with veg for a vegetarian, or it can be a side dish for a braai, or just on the table as a side dish.
Yeah, I've never heard of a Mielie tart.
It's so good. You will never look back again. And then we are going to make Mielie fritters. Also very nice. And you can either make it with savory. Hi. Are you just tasting? Let's get going. Are you going to start?
I have to know what we're making before we make it, okay?
But you have to taste it afterwards as well.
I'm sorry, you just sold it to me. I couldn't wait.
And my recipes are moerbei recipes.
Which
just
means?
You put everything in one bowl, you stir it, you put it in the oven, and it's done.
Wonderful. Let's get down to it.
Okay, you're going to start with the fritters.
Okay, cool.
You just put everything together.
So I'm
going to start with the Mielie tart on this side.
Great. So we've got some baking powder going in there, some Mielies out of a can, which is really great because I think it sticks true or stays true to your theme or your inspiration of, pantry items that we can just pull and use during load shedding. And then we've got some milk here. Okay, so this is getting quite interesting to bind it all together. I see we've got eggs going in. What are you mixing there?
I'm also making basically the same, but I'm using self-raising flour. And you are using baking powder and just normal flour for your one.
In I go with some salt and pepper for mine. You've got cheese there.
Yes.
Nice.
But you can fill yours with cheese. You can either have it as a sweet dish, where you can use syrup and honey and cinnamon, or you can make it a savory dish where you use cheese or crispy bacon inside.
Ooh, you make it rich, nice and wholesome in that way.
Yes.
Tell me, your meals obviously, and a lot of the recipes on here are inspired by your own childhood.
Yes. Can you still remember the little tin of sardines with a key?
Of course. What are you talking about?
Where you have to open it with a key.
That was it was something else. It wasn't so much the sardines, but it was a meaty thing that I remember we used to...
beef.
There we go.
And we as kids, we took turns to get the key. My mother said, you had it the last time, now it's your brother's time to get the key.
It's such a strange thing. There were such collectible items, but of course the memories around that you are bringing back in this recipe book, right?
Yeah. You have to grease your dish before you put it in, otherwise it's going to stick to
you don't want that. You don't want that happening.
No. Now you see how easy this is. I've just put everything together into the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes at 180 degrees.
So how do you know for sure, just at a quick glance, that it's ready to come out the oven?
You know what?
What do you want to see?
So what I normally do is I check the color, whether it's nice and golden brown.
Yeah.
And then you have to feel it. You have to feel it with your fingers.
Yeah.
I will do this, and if I feel it's not too dry, I take it out because you don't want to overcook it as well.
Yeah, you want it nice and soft in the way that I'm experiencing it right now. This is really nice, and I like the fact that, like you said, you can make it sweet or you can make it savory. So it could be a dessert option or it could be a mains.
People think that food from tins don't have the same nutritional value.
Well, do they?
But they do. They do. And there's so little waste when you cook from tins and when you cook from frozen food.
What are some of those items that people absolutely must always be sure to have in their pantries, especially if they're tinned?
Baked beans.
Baked beans, I can never go without baked beans.
Yeah. Sardines.
Yeah.
Pilchards.
Yeah, you need that. You need that if you're South African. Come on now.
Yeah, and tomato smoor. You know, the tomato and the onions, you can get a long way with that.
Well, I think that, you know, when you think about the occasions where we use tinned foods in our homes as South Africans, I mean, they're endless. The baked beans, for example, breakfast moments.
Yes.
Melissa loves to make breakfast. She's a breakfast girl. And so I can tell you now for free that she's got cans and cans and cans or tins of baked beans.
I always call them the soldiers, the tin soldiers in your pantry.
Oh, yeah.
And they're ready for the battle.
And they're ready for the battle.
Always.
You're ready for the battle there. How's that coming along?
It's coming along quite well.
Am I allowed to give it a bit of a taste?
You are. Are you going to eat it just as that? Because it's also nice without any filling. You can just eat it like that. Is it good?
Mm-hmm. Without any filling at all, you could dip it in a sauce, for example, if you made one. This is divine. I can imagine.
I'm so happy.
I mean, it's really those easy and simple meals that you make that are so unexpected, but they build and create memories.
You know what it is? It's honest food. There's no foams, there's no lines. It's honest, healthy food.
I love everything that we have gone through this far with Marinda Cook. The book is out, and today we're going to be giving away a copy of this cookbook. It's easy. All you need to do is reply to Afternoon Express's social media pages. Let us know, what is the one tin of food that you always have stocked up in your pantry? Use that hashtag Afternoon Express in your comment. I love your work. Thank you so much, Marinda.
Thank you.